lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
I didn't even know what the interview was
started
about.
interviewing all the celebs.
He had Modrimov winning 115, 113. That's what I had it as well.
Only 7-5 Bud, but a close fight.
Yeah. But like the problem I have with it is it's like you get no respect on the scorecards. 116, 112 twice, and 115, 113. I'm not saying it was a robbery by any means, but I thought we nicked it. But if we lost a split, it's like, okay, fair enough. But as you go into a fight as champion, and people always say, oh, it's not about the champions. You've still got to dethrone the champion. But it's like, I don't know, I just feel like it was a bit of a waste of time because I'm jumping around thinking, we've got this. And you see Bud come out like a train in the 12. Why do you think that was? Because his corner told him, you need to win the last round. They got in the ring after the fight and they're like, fuck me, this is close. And they probably won't say that, but they knew it was, everyone knew it was so close. And it's like 116, 112. And listen, Modrimov could have done a little bit more. He could have emptied the tank a little bit more. But it was his 11th fight. And I feel like he could have beaten the pound-for-pound number one tonight.
Eddie, what was the feeling ringside? There were so many names there that I lost count. What was the general consensus at the end of the 12th?
Of what? That it could have gone either way,
okay.
Basically. You know, a lot of people had Modrimov winning the fight through 10. And Terence closed the fight well. I thought 11th was close. I thought Terence won the 12th. But Modrimov had good moments. Terence was badly marked up. He couldn't miss him with a right hand. You know, he landed the heavier shots on him, unquestionable. Terence had some nice flurries. But like, I just feel like it just feels like a hometown scorecard, not decision, because Terence could have won. Like, I'm not, you know, it's that kind of fight. But it just feels like the scorecards at 116, 112 twice. Just felt like not fucking.
Why we bother coming? Yeah.
And those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he responds to the judges' scorecards of the outcome of the fight. And as you guys heard him say, it wasn't really about the decision. It was about the margin of the scorecards. It reminds me of when Vasily Lomachenko took on Teofimo Lopez on how long apart they were. I mean, the scorecards were like far apart, you know. And he says hometown. Well, if you're referring to America, sure, I get that. But then, you know, like he said, he felt that Modrimov could have done more. Terence Crawford came out in the 11th and 12th, to be fair, the 10th, 11th, and 12th. And he pressed the gas a bit, as you guys heard me say. And he said, well, there's a reason for it. It's a good point, good counterpunch from Eddie Hearn. Because they did tell him, you know, just like Bo Mack told him, hey, you got to do something. You got to get this dude out of here or do something with this guy because, you know, this fight is too mediocre. It's too even, balanced. And when you got balanced fights like that and Modrimov staying composed and, you know, sticking to his game plan, not getting out of whack or anything like that, that's what you have. Okay. And I think the whole thing is, Eddie Hearn was pissed about the scorecards because he's thinking there was some corruption with the scorecards of all being unanimous. And 8 rounds to 4. Let's do this. They were off a round or 2. Was it a robbery? No. Should they both done more? Sure, they should have. You know, but of course, Eddie Hearn would say that because that's what he's supposed to do. That's his fighter. He's supposed to give his take on the fighter. And I think it was a balanced response, you know. But remember this, if you know the pound for pound king is coming to your division to take over, you have something to prove to him, stating, hell no, you can't come here and do what you want like you've done at 147, 140, and 135. Modrimov should have done more. He's not the known guy. He's not the star. Terence is the star. So Terence can afford to win a fight on cards, even though it broke an 11 knockout win streak for him. But still, all in all, the favor is going to go to Terence Crawford. Because here's the thing. Would it be worth ruling it in favor of Modrimov when he did? I would say the minimal. or average, should I say. I think that's a better word to respond to Modrimov. He was average. Okay? When you go in to fight a cash cow or a star or pound for pound king like Terence Crawford, you got to go above and beyond. You can't just come in there and, throw a good right and, balance it out and stay composed. No, you have to do things in that fight to make you know that no shadow of a doubt that you are not losing this fight. And that's what Modrimov didn't do. He didn't engage. And then when Terence Crawford did start opening up, he started to hold when he hasn't held the whole fight. So I'm like, now you hold? So I just look at that as a reminder that when these fighters fight pound for pound kings, favorite fighters, fighters that are in line to fight other big fights, that's what you call a bridger fight. He was the bridge fight. Modrimov was. He was the bridger fight. And in any bridger fight, the guy that's supposed to walk over the bridge is going to get there. Unless that bridge crumbles. Unless that bridger fighter says, you know what? No, you can't come over this bridge because I'm not allowing you to. You're going to stay right where you are because I'm going to upset you. I'm not going to let you get to the other side. I'm not going to let you get to the other fight. Okay? That's what Modrimov should have done. So it should be a lesson for Modrimov next time to do above and beyond and more than necessary to make himself known. Okay? Not just be an average fighter. But you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn effing pissed off about the decision and the scorecards from the judges. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.